Welcome back to Auto Legends. Today we're looking at the 2026 GMC Savana 3500 QS, a van that exists in a world moving fast toward EVs and crossovers, yet it still shows up with a classic, unapologetic heavy-duty mission. The Savana is one of the last survivors of the old-school commercial van formula, and for buyers who still need that formula, this update matters. On the outside, the 2026 model keeps the fundamental box-on-frame stance. There is no slippery aero wizardry, no sculpted sides. It looks like what it is, a rolling tool. The front fascia does get the latest GMC corporate grille texture and lighting signature. Squarer and more assertive than the outgoing look, with LED headlamps now standard on the QS trim for better light efficiency and fleet durability. The bumper is still a big block of steel friendliness with clarity of purpose. It's there to get hit and survive. The slabbed sides are unchanged, except for slightly tighter shut lines and a revised lower sill treatment that resists salt and scrape abuse. Out back, the barn doors dominate, with stronger hinge hardware and improved gas strut dampening to keep them from slamming in wind or on a tilt. The proportions are the same as before because at this level, inches are cargo math, not styling votes. Open the door and the interior is only short in that it is simple, not in physical space. This is a vocational cabin designed for hours of repeat entry and exit. Surfaces are hard, wipe clean, and deliberately non-precious. GMC did finally migrate the cluster to a digital adjacent hybrid, with a central configurable display flanked by analog needles, still glanceable with gloves on. The QS spec brings in a more current infotainment unit, with wired and wireless CarPlay, Chuck Android, and a fleet-friendly telematics layer baked in from factory. Seats are firm and upright with denser foam than the earlier vans and more lateral bolster to fight posture collapse over 10-hour days. Insulation is modest on purpose. You still hear tire, load, and drivetrain because this van is honest about its job. Under the skin is where the Savana 3500 QS keeps its negotiating edge. GMC continues with a proven heavy-duty ladder frame and a choice of high-output gasoline V8 or an upgraded diesel tuned more for mid-range torque than brochure horsepower. The QS variant leans toward the diesel. Thick torque at low RPM means less gear hunting when fully loaded or towing. The transmission is a heavy-duty automatic with revised logic for grade braking and long-duration heat management, priorities that matter more than shift glitter. The steering is slow and high effort by crossover standards, but stable and predictable on crowned highways and crosswinds. Ride quality is firm and honest. With weight in the back, it actually smooths out, which is how these vans are meant to be experienced. Braking hardware is oversized versus class norms. Big diameter rotors and a pad compound chosen for repeat stops at weight, not quietness. GMC also now integrates trailer sway mitigation, stability logic tuned for high CG loads, and an updated hill hold. None of this turns the Savana into a modern driving experience. The body still leans. The wheelbase still telegraphs expansion joints, but it makes the margin safer and the workday less fatiguing. What makes the 2026 Savana 3500 QS noteworthy is not glamour or novelty, but the fact that GMC doubled down on a use case the market hasn't fully solved with EVs or unibody vans. For fleets that run far, idle often, tow hard, or need a proven steel frame with parts commonality and a 10-year abuse envelope, this van remains the rational pick. It is not trying to charm, it is trying to last. The incremental exterior refinement, functional tech inside, and torque-first performance under load keep it relevant in 2026 without pretending to be something else. That stubborn honesty is why the Savana remains an Auto Legends kind of machine.